everybody, it's At the Red. Welcome back to Army Girls. Right, then last we left off, well, Cheryl's gone, and our main character had no idea set of a tent. I mean, in all honesty, neither do I. It's been so long since I've ever been camping, I wouldn't be able to do it. So, you know, now I can blame him or really make fun of him for it. Glancing up over the tangle of sticks and cloth, I watched Shelton's car speed off into the trees. Jesus fucking no! Succubus, be gone! Good riddance. I nearly jump out of my skin when the blue-haired girl seemed to pop out of nowhere, eyes burning into the very depths of my soul. Come on, let's get this put up. But you don't even have yours put up yet. Well, we only need one, don't we? This is a trap. I'm in danger. Oh, God. She grins at me, her face way too close, heat creeping into my cheeks. Oh, hi. Now there's another one. I really am gonna die. Maybe you should leave the poor guy alone. Oh, he's fine. Why not? Help me. Besides, he can help me pitch my tent after I help him pitch his. That could be taken as in a very suggestive way, young lady. I don't appreciate this. I will not tolerate it. Not in my Christian visual novel. Oh, okay, yeah. Blushy, blushy. Looking understandably awkward, Andrea returns to putting up her own tent. That's when we all seem to realize at the exact same time. Etta already has her tent up and has vanished inside it. What the hell? How did she do that so fast? Maybe she's done this before. She doesn't look like the camping type to me. Andrea just shrugs and goes back to getting her tent up, only for it to crumble down in a defeated slump moments later. She sighs. Randomly laughs. At least we can do better than her. Really, I don't need... Sure you do. Andrea rolls her eyes and turns away from both of us. Together, Rain and I finally get the tent up. Without an invitation, she crawls inside and peeks out at me. There's definitely room in here for two. Oh no. But why, Daddy? Oh God. This is a trap. This is a trap. There's really no other way to phrase it. This would get me in trouble. I mean, and the last thing I need this early on is to get on the bad side of a douche who already doesn't like me. It's like, things are bad enough already. Let's just make them worse. And, you know, cunning vixen that she is, the vicious she-devil. No. I just don't think it's a very good idea. I don't think it's very sensible. What about your tent? I think we should get your tent up before it gets too dark. Aw, are you always no fun? I was really hoping for a good time. I'm just trying not to make things worse than they already are. Button down my comment about good times being the reason she's here, I walk over to her tent. Come on, you hedonist. It doesn't take as long as mine did, but now we have the general idea of how it works. I don't think about how close our tents are until it's too late to do anything about it. Everyone has their tent out before it's too late. I'm starved. Get the fire going again? Wait! Are you just asking me because you think I'm here because of starting fires? Yes. Well, duh. Ignore that. If you can set a school on fire, I think you can handle this. I didn't set my school on fire! Also, wouldn't an arson probably use some kind of accelerant and matches or something, as opposed... and not just, you know, be able to start a fire out in the sticks? There's a difference between having equipment to do it, like a flint and tinder or something, or like, shit. Out of all the Survivor Man I've watched, I don't remember some of the equipment I've seen him use to actually start fires. One was like a kind of, it was almost like a steel mesh or something, I think, or I don't remember. But yeah, generally you'd have equipment, you know. People can obviously start fires using like friction with wood and so on, but that's a skill you have to have acquired. or I guess if you force yourself hard enough, you could learn it, just because you're desperate. But generally, if someone's going to be committing arson in a city, in any kind of a public place, okay, arson would generally imply that. They'd be using some kind of, more conventional means, or more, not conventional, more convenient methods of starting the fire. With, either some kind of fuel, or, be it gasoline, or gas, as in, like, fumes, as opposed to, liquid. Although even then, igniting gasoline usually requires there to be fumes, if I'm correct. Not an expert, so don't quote me, but I recall something something with that. This is why I just shouldn't talk, Something to that effect. That's what I was looking for. Something to that effect. I'm just gonna move on. I didn't set my school on fire. Andrea stepped out of her tent, looking between the two of us. Doesn't matter, as long as we get the fire going. It matters because no one believes I'm innocent. Don't worry, I like a bad boy. I'm not a bad boy. My mommy says I'm a very good boy. I don't think that's what he's concerned about. Look at him blush. His cheeks are so hot he could probably start a fire with his face. I'm not blushing. Oh, now she's smiling too. I say while definitely blushing. Being called out only makes it worse. In the midst of all our fighting, the last bit of sunlight disappears. Only now do I realize it's not completely dark, turning around to the crackling noise on my back. The girls look toward the fire and already blazes brightly. There was only one person who could have done it. I glanced at Edda's tent, which is still silent and still as ever. She wanted us to shut up. Did she? I guess so. Weird. She hasn't said much the whole time I've been here. Neither have you. Andre just rolls her eyes. I guess. I guess Shelton has the food in his tent. Go get it. Me? Why don't you go get it? I don't want to go in there. I look at Andrea, who just shakes her head no. This is the weirdest situation I have ever been in my entire life. I find the large cooler inside Shelton's tent, which has water bottles and chilled hot dogs. Andrea, Rain, and I roast them over the fire, and though we leave some up for Edda, she never comes out. I get it. And between the bites of hot dog, I glance up at Andrea in surprise. She stirs the logs in the fire idly with the end of her stick. The feeling that you don't deserve to be here? I shouldn't be here either. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong anyway. Oh. Did you get falsely accused of something, or... No, I think it's more like, well... She shakes her head. No. Yeah, there you go, that's it. My stupid parents just thought it would be good for me to come here. Break me in, I don't, really. I guess they thought I'd come out here and turn into someone else or something. She scowls into the fire. Like I said, stupid. Rain yawns. Seriously, this might be the one night with no supervision, and we're gonna waste it on a pity party? Have fun then. I guess there's nothing we can do about it now. Just make the most of it. Yeah. She sounds so unconvinced. I don't know what to say to make her feel better. I mean, I was gonna say, there's really no pressure to do so, because I suppose in this, if you have to really think that hard about it, then you'd probably be lying to yourself and to her to begin with. If it's disingenuous, then there might be you could say there's merit to telling a white lie just to try to improve the situation, but debatable. In the next few minutes, she stands and goes back into her tent without another word. I guess I should put the fire out. Tiredness is getting the best of me too. It can't be that late yet, but all the traveling has worn me out. Still wondering what happened to Cheryl, I crawled into my tent. If I wasn't so tired, I would probably be a little spooked being out in the dark wilderness with our counselors MIA. As it is, I'm just thinking about sleep until I hear a rustling. What was that? Sitting up, I strain my ears. Just outside my tent, I hear the soft crunch of leaves as something slides past my tent. It's gonna turn into like a creepypasta or something off Darkness Prevails. I can't see anything staring into the darkness. What if it's a bear? Or a wolf? Do wolves even live around here? I have no idea. I bury myself deeper into my sleeping bag as if it might actually help. Forcing my eyes to close, I imagine every possible way I could be mauled in. The sound of shuffling grows closer to the front of the tent. Oh god. Bear, bobcat, wolf, coyote. What's the difference between a coyote and a wolf? Really? Okay, I mean, yeah, I grew up out in the country, so I guess I'm used to coyotes. But come on! It's not like you wouldn't have to live in the country or out in the middle of nowhere to know the difference. You should be just basic, you know, just... I mean, you've never looked it up, really? Not even some idle curiosity? Just flip the internet on your phone one day? Mange? I don't know. No, that mange is the difference between a coyote and the El Chupacabra. Okay, I think that was redundant. Between a coyote and El Chupacabra, not the El Chupacabra. Never mind. But I don't think either knows how to unzip a tent, which is what happens next. It's definitely like a Wendigo or something. Huh? Yep. Boo. What are you doing in here? What do you think? She crawls toward me, forcing me to move to the side so she can lay down. I have one new item in my inventory. Within moments, I'm above her. And how did that happen? Is she just wearing like a... How did we get in this position? That's what I'm wondering, yes. The last thing it said was that she slid in beside you, and then suddenly you're straddling her? Right here in the woods, all by our little lonesomes. She gives a husky little giggle. Maybe I need a strong guy to protect me from one of those scary things in the dark. You don't really seem like the type. No, we can pretend. Her fingers grope around as if she's searching for something. Haven't you caught on yet? Well, no, the problem is, you know, Uniki, snip snip. I can't believe it's cool with that. I want this. Line up a little. But Shelton said, Shelton isn't here. She smells sweet and heady like pot, I realize. I shouldn't be surprised, really. The scent clings to her clothes and hair, which tickles my cheeks as I lean over her. From this position, one would assume that I'm in control, but the reality is that this is all on her. Really, though? We'll make to reread what just happened. And just to kind of clarify, this is all on her. You have some amount of input here, motherfucker. Don't be that irresponsible. Are we doing this, or am I wasting my time? Maybe I'll just go have fun with one of the girls instead. She grins deviously at me as I sputter, trying to think of something to say. Well, Kyle, what'll it be? Like I said, I am not sticking my neck out just so you can get a quickie. If you want to go proposition one of the girls, by all means, have fun. Really? She blinks down at me owlishly. Down? I'm the one above... Something happened? Oh, you've got a girlfriend back home, don't you? No, I don't have a girlfriend, I just... Why not attractive then? She leans forward, her arms squeezing her chest out a little more with a teasing shake. Or did I end up in the middle of nowhere, the only boy who likes to play hard to get? Likes playing hard to get, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe he's gay. Maybe there's that. Did that not occur to you? Maybe he bats the opposite team, bitch. I just think it'd be better for you if we didn't. For both of us, really. I brace myself for her scorn. She looks a little apprehensive, the two of us gazing each other in the dark. Jesus, fuck! Then she laughs and surprises me with a kiss on the cheek. What? What? Why did you... So at least I can say I didn't come in here for nothing. Before I can say anything else, she turns and crawls out of the tent like a cat who can see in the dark. I mean, she has like demonic red eyes. Maybe she can. She's not of this world. I watch as she disappeared, saying nothing but darkness again. Well, I mean, the sight of her leaving would be the first thing you'd see, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I carved my fingers in my hair. Girls, I really don't understand them. Not one bit. Day 2 dawns. I almost read that as day 2 yawns. Fucking... Morning comes over to the sound of distant muttering. Now dressed, I walk out to find that Etta and Andrea are already up. Morning. Hey. We got to sleep in later than I thought we would. Shelton still isn't back, so Etta and I decided to start breakfast. I glanced toward the place where Shelton's truck had been parked yesterday. It's a long trip. He probably didn't feel like driving through the night after driving there. Doesn't take too long for the sound of cooking bacon and sausage to draw rain out of her tent. Sleeping on the ground sucks. Tonight I'm volunteering one of you to be my pillow. How about it, Etta? I watch as Etta gives no reaction, simply thrusting a plate of food at Rain. She takes it with a bright grin. Is that a no? What about you, Andrea? I'm not much of a cuddler either. It's okay, I can be the big spoon. Well, I guess we know who that leaves. Big surprise. Oh, don't be jealous. We can totally share. I mean, unless Etta wants them all to herself. Pass. I'm standing right here, you know. Getting any kind of response from Etta seems to have distracted Rain away from me, at least. One of the few things I think you've said this entire time, and it was pass. That is beautiful. Oh, God. I like your hair, Etta. Did you do it yourself? When she doesn't answer, Rain just presses on regardless. Maybe you can do it to my hair one day. Do you think it would look good? Amidst the chat, we ended up cooking it. Oh, shit. I clicked on accident. We ended up cooking up even more of a hearty breakfast as we go on for seconds. You know, being liberal with your supplies like that probably isn't the best idea. And this is coming from the guy who knows little to nothing about living out in this. Who knows little to nothing about roughing it. There you go. That's what. I mean, I'd love to. At this point, I'm just a certified city boy, so. Not a bit of it is left for Shelton, but that's what he gets for vanishing on us. So what do? If Shelton doesn't come back for a while, then we do whatever we want, obviously. Is he like out in the bushes somewhere with a pair of binoculars, like just watching and taking notes occasionally? I don't look up from wearing a fucking ghillie suit and shit. I don't look up from my plate, having a feeling she's looking right at me. I can feel the red eyes burning into my soul. They're like coals from hell. Which is what? We're in the middle of the woods. An awkward silence descends as the soundtrack cuts out abruptly. I guess we can look around a little. Trees. Trees. A pond. Some bushes. We clean up, shoving the dirty paper plates into a flimsy bag. We probably shouldn't go far. It'd be pretty bad to get lost out here. Aw, look how concerned he is. I just don't want to go looking for you. She cracks in a wide grin. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. We break off in different directions. I guess none of us actually know each other well enough to really hang out. It's all the same to me. I could use the time alone. Furthermore, I mean, well, I was going to say you were accused of, well, no, actually, you weren't actually accused of physically molesting someone. You were accused of, trying to sneak a peek at some girls. That's and apparently having been so super extra that you decided to set a fire to try and catch said glimpse. It's all the same to me. I can use the time alone. Doodle. I pick a direction to stick to it. What am I even expecting to find out here? Is a ravine to one side and an endless forest to the other. I chose one of the only directions that Shelton didn't show us, even though it looks like more forest. Didn't Cheryl mention a lake? I don't know where it would be. Wandering around reveals nothing of interesting to me until I start heading back. Something rustles in the trees above my head. And I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.